Let's do a voiceover.
Brasstooth's journey in the music industry began as a basis for the band Q.
Yo, test it then. It's yours truly, Madness KMA, right here on the Garage Report. I'm back once again with another exclusive episode to shine the light on the forgotten soldiers, the unsung heroes, as well as the established foundation producers that had that sound, that had the sound of house and garage right through to UK garage and still to the current day. Most of those tunes you can still hear on the main stage because a lot of these producers and outfits and record labels that I promote here on Garage Reports, they still have the mainstay top 40 tunes that will still get spun on the main stage. There's always a handful of producers that don't really get the message through their music still today. You might hear some of them and you might hear about what they're doing or may not. So that's why I shine the light right here on Pirate Chronicles series channel. Like, subscribe, comment and share with the Garage Report, when all I intend to do is to continue to join the dots, as well as breaking new music as we used to do on the radio shows back in the pirate days. This is me doing pirate radio right here on YouTube, just in a different format. As well as producers that are of the newer wave that I feel gives a contribution to the evolution of garage music today. Does it contribute to the sound? Well, right here on the channel, if you hear it and see it, or the modified teasers that I put out, including the quick fire rounds of Garage Report as well on the Instagram and of course TikTok, then it means that I feel it in a different way and I just simply share my humble opinion. So today's episode will shine the light on one of the foundation producers again that has his own column, his own lane, and you know what, again, let's do a voiceover.
Brasstooth's journey in the music industry began as a basis for the band Curo, which secured a publishing deal with Polygram Music. However, Brasstooth was dropped from the band, prompting him to pursue his solo career. He collaborated with Darius Keeler of Genocide 2 and brought us the Anthem, contributing to one of the first jungle records, Narrow Minds. People, why don't you come and hear? Despite initial interest from Warner Music US, financial disputes led to setbacks. Brasstooth later found inspiration in the underground house and garage scene in the mid-90s, leading to the creation of his first successful track, I Can't Quite Understand, which was a big underground hit on his own label, Well Built Records. The track became a garage classic, selling over 18,000 copies. Brasstooth's most successful track is undoubtedly Celebrate Life. Celebrate Life. Celebrate Life featuring Sean Mitchell on the vocals, who sadly passed away through the COVID times. Rest in peace. But he gave us one of the biggest garage tunes of all time. This project was initially a college project, but became a UK garage anthem, selling near 30,000 copies. His follow-up, which was an underground anthem again, Pleasure, was a Summer Islands hit all through Iron Apple when we had it on the promos. This was one of the biggest tunes of that era. Also saw a significant success, leading to a deal with Warner Music, which was later terminated due to a change in management. Brasstooth then shifted to DJing while evolving his musical style. After a period of refining his sound, he returned to music production with a renewed passion, revisiting and reworking the underground hit Pleasure with a new vocalist. We do hope to see Brasstooth in the near future back on the scene, and through the help of awareness, to give a man his flowers when he has his own column in the garage scene. Brasstooth, we salute you, and we hope you're going to be back with some new music, blending familiar elements with his unique style of production.
Now, hear this.
Welcome back to the program. It's yours truly, Madness KMA, right here on Pirate Chronicles series channel. Do remember, don't forget, today's episode of Garage Report is sponsored by Vaporworks London, which is situated in Finsbury Park, North London, Blackstock Road, for all your discounts. And if you use our code from the Pirate Chronicles series, which is down below on the screen, MAD10, you'll get a 10% discount off. Just make sure you're above the age, you do it legal and responsibly, and they will look after you down there at Vaporworks, Finsbury Park. Hail and salute. So that breaks down all the information that you need to know so far, as I intend to just keep elevating the sound of UK Garage. And you can tell with the house and garage movements from the early days of my radio career, I always still have that passion, being from that foundation level to where it is today. I just think there's amazing music and amazing producers out there that made those music or is making music today. We need to hear it. So as we go inside the Madify section coming up now, stay tuned to the end of the show because I've got an unreleased exclusive to play from Brasstooth on today's episode, which is featuring the vocals of Sean Mitchell, rest in peace, that gave us that big hit, Celebrate Life, which is still one of the top anthems of today. Got an exclusive coming up, which is the 4th entry inside the Madify section. So, entry number 1, I'm going back to the very beginning when it comes to his house and garage career, and one of the ones that opened the light for me with Brasstooth with this one here, entry number 1, Now Is the Vibe. You will remember this, it's a classic. Super long intro. That one there just gave the rave vibe of that era in 96. Like, it was just, man, we was coming from the rave scene, from jungle drum and bass. You know that style of house and garage, but when it came to the speed garage type era, the vibe that started to come through and take over in a euphoric way, that's one of them. Well-built records, Anthem again, now is the vibe, now is the time. Okay, well, let's get on entry number 2, Fast and Furious right now. Is it vocal? Is it bass-led? Because Brasstooth is a producer that has that musical elements that he could just let loose when it comes to the speed garage style or when it comes to the full vocals. I played some of those in the voiceover, but I didn't want to go too far in because I want to make sure it's quality over quantity when it comes to certain producers, and I'll stand by that. Entry number 2 coming up next. Now, it went a bit crazy. Back in the Napa days, when I heard the Dream Team play the next one exclusive, they had it first, as far as I know. Spoonie had it first, and of course, Mikey B, Timmy Magic. And I asked at that time in the 90s who done that remix, and certain man said to me it was Pied Piper. So all these years, because I had it on a white label, and obviously I haven't got my garage collection or vinyl collection anymore, that got sold on to somebody else. And I always had the white label, and I thought all these years that it was Piper that did it. Big up Pied Piper, maximum respects, but it always turned out that I have to separate the facts from fiction. And I gave him the phone call, and then I spoke to Brasstooth, and he said, nah, man, that is my mix. Entry number 2, I'm playing the full version now. Let's go. I love this remix, yes? It embodies the sound of house and garage as an amazing example. Brasstooth. Say somebody that doesn't know house and garage music or UK garage, and you wanted to give a good example of a particular era when the two-step was blazing it out all across the summer islands where we used to play from the late 90s. Forget those that used to travel to Ayia and those places in the 2000s. We was there from the late 90s with Freak FM, Zoo Experience, Pure Silk, Twice as Nice. We did run the island, don't get it twisted, right? And those tunes, it goes through to summer, winter, autumn, spring. It's seasonal. That mix there is an amazing example of UK garage. Remix, rework by Brasstooth. So entry number 3 on today's program is another one of my favorites from Brasstooth, because when he delivered this around the same time as the Brandy, again, the summer islands playing abroad, you had to have that in your bag and have it near the front or middle so you knew where you could locate it at the right time, because this tune here will always be a national anthem amongst many, but not so much, that will stick in your mind forever. This one will, and it's a pleasure to play this tune on entry number 3. Those distinctive drums only sounds like one man.
When I wake up in the morning, I have a smile upon my face. I look up, see the sunshine. I'm ready for a brand new day. Don't wanna work, wanna leave my job, take the time out to play. I'm happy, I'm living. Now I'm ready for a brand new day.
It just sends that emotion. Another prime example. I thought it was going to sound like I sounded like Khaled there. Another one. No. But yes, another hit, an all-time national anthem amongst those that's in the Hall of Famers. This tune here, Pleasure. So entry number 4 on today's program in the Madify section, do make sure you're like, subscribe, comment, and share out the videos, people. We're getting more progress each week as it goes around. Check out my short section as well, because there's always short examples of the show, or the Madify, which is over there, which is the teasers of today's music or last week's episodes or the forthcoming episodes. Madify section, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So entry number 4 on today's program is from the one and only Sean Mitchell. Rest in peace eternally, because he gave us Celebrate Life, and that is one of the undoubtedly champion tunes of the scene, of the genre, period. It's up there, at least top 10, right? So this one is an unreleased project with a track called Open Your Heart from Brasstooth, from the Buttons again, which sounds that similar vibe to Celebrate Life from Sean Mitchell again, rest in peace, on the vocals, track entitled Open Your Heart. This is an exclusive.
All the pain inside, looking for a reason to give in. Got more bills to pay. Kids need food today. You're so lonely. You don't think you will ever win. Open your heart, open your mind, open your eyes, and you will find I am the way to peace of mind. Open your heart, open your mind, open your eyes, and you will find I am the answer to your cries. Open your heart.
The late Sean Mitchell on the vocals there, the same vocalist that gave you the hit track Celebrate Life, alongside the guy and the man on the moment right here that we give flowers and hail and salute, one of the generals of house and garage, UK garage, has his own column, has his own lane, recognize that. And I think it deserved a mention today to say one of the greats of all time when it comes to UK garage and production-wise, musicality-wise, keys, pads, chords, bass, key changes. Remember what I was saying last week? Producers of the newer wave, that's another example of what I mean. It just changes all the way through. That keeps it more musical rather than just a drum and bass element of garage music. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Back once again next time on the Garage Report, and look out for those Madify sections, the box one. As usual, we always separate the facts from fiction. If you come right here is where you know about the true sound of house and UK garage.
Hey, 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 hey.